Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome to our live session. Louis here at our Mighty Velo store. Lunchtime right now. So if you're having your lunch, watching me, so today uh, I am flying solo with all of you, right? So if you have any questions at all about anything, feel free to text us on the messenger, on the TikTok messenger, or WhatsApp us 8778-5678. Okay? So my audio is good, I believe. All good, all right? So welcome one and all. We are Mighty Velo, right? Distributor of Pacific Cycle branded brands of bicycles like Birdy, Reach GT, the Carry Me, Carry All, as well as the Iruka. So we're at our store at 30 Tai Seng Street right now. 30 Tai Seng Street 0214. Nearest MRT station is Tai Seng MRT Station, exit C. Walk across the road, you will see us at the second floor above Din Tai Fung, and just you get up on the second floor above Din Tai Fung, you will see subway, turn left, and you will be greeted by the sight of these frames that are here. So we're open Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 each day. And if you want to come down for a test ride, and we strongly do encourage you to come down for a test ride, come down here. Our test bike fleet is ready anytime for you to test ride. And not many bicycle shops actually give test rides. We do. We are committed to telling you and to giving you the experience that you want to get on all our bicycles. So our Birdy bicycles are all here. You'll see that the Carry Me is here and have a few other bikes there available for everyone to test ride. So the ideal situation is you come down for a test ride, the big white PCN downstairs. It is long, it is quite a substantial length, so that you can go through all the gears of the bike. You can compare between two bikes, and you also can try out the different gearing ratios. There's a small little slope on the other side of Paya Lebar Road, which is fully PCN, so you don't have to worry about the cars. So test ride is really, really important. When you come to the store, we strongly encourage you to test ride. Now, test rides for most bicycle shops are not something that they provide. It's because it comes at a cost to them. These bikes here are our test ride bikes. They are built as if it is a brand new bike. We maintain them, we make sure everything is in running order, brakes are working, the drivetrain is working well, shifters are good, and we show people each and every bike that we have here, and that's basically the process of it all. So you are able to test ride different models, like from the Birdy New Classic to the City, the Touring Plus, Birdy GT, the Birdy R20, as well as even the top of the line king of Birdies, the Birdy Roll-Off. All these bikes are available for test ride. We encourage and strongly want you to come for a test ride. Then you can feel how good the bike actually is. Now, one other key thing about us that is distinctly different from even the factory that produces Birdy bicycle is this. Only in Singapore, right? I say this again. Only in Singapore are you able to choose a frame color of your choice. We've got 14 frame colors here right now. And if you go to Pacific Cycles, who actually produces the Birdy bikes, they only give you 1 or 2 color options per model. That's how, if you go to Taiwan and you look at the Pacific Cycle, there are 1 or 2 models. And here, we do things a little bit different. We try to be unique, and we want to offer you the flexibility to have a bike in the color of your choice. So you see all the colors that we have here. We've got standard color bikes, which are the ones that are on top here, on top. And then we have the premium color bikes, additional $150 for most models, as well as 4 Interpon colors. You see the gemstone, blue granite, and the sandstone colors here. So the Birdy bikes in Singapore are available in all these colors. And why is this possible in Singapore? It's because we hand build each and every single bicycle in Singapore. Okay, so again, the factory does not give you this option or choice to do this. Okay, so the Birdy bikes are all available here right now, and you can choose a color. We will build it for you. It takes us a few hours to build one bike and make sure that the bike is working correctly, and then we will hand the bike over to you. All the bikes sold in Singapore, of course, there is a length of warranty and a period of check and tunings that we give to all our customers. Warranty is on manufacturing defects, not wear and tear. And not only just the warranty, we also throw in a very, very good comprehensive time of checks and tunings. But what is check and tunings? Check and tuning is when, you buy a bike from us, it's brand new, we build it brand new. So the parts are new, the cables are new. And if you have a new bike, you would sometimes experience what is known as a cable stretch. When the cable stretches a little bit, the shifting and the brakes can go a little bit out of adjustment. You can feel that something is not at 100%. You bring it back to us during the time of check and tunings. We will adjust it for you. We will give the bike a very, very good inspection, and we will let you know and let you see what are potentially some of the things that we need to adjust, periodic maintenance of the bike, and we do that for you, and then your bike will be in perfect running order again. Now, today, I want to highlight something that we've been doing for a while already, and we've received many, many inquiries and many, many requests for people to do this particular thing, which is the trade-in. I will show you the trade-in. Okay. Where is it? We have that. You don't have. I know. Okay. Okay. Those of you who are on TikTok here, you can trade in your bike and. How much? What? Oh, how much? Yeah. Okay. How much? Up to 2K. Okay. Up to 2K. Okay. Okay. Screenshot this. Those of you who are on TikTok right now, screenshot this particular QR code. Okay, TikTokers, please screenshot this. Now, those of you who are on TikTok, those of you who are on TikTok, there is one thing that I can tell you right now. TikTok has a specific restriction on us providing details and contacts. So, screenshot our contact numbers also, which is here. Okay. Okay. So let me explain to you what is. Okay. So what's this whole trade-in all about? Now, trading in is this. Now, we have received many inquiries over the last few years. People have bought a lot of bicycles, mainly due to the pandemic during COVID time. And I'm sure some of you have also, because that was the only occasion that you could to go outside and ride bicycle, which is true. Which is true. And as such, you bought any bike. You bought a bike, you started riding it, and you started to like cycling. And then you looked around and you see they want to buy a new bike. Some people wanted to buy a brand new Birdy bike because it's cool, it's good, it's awesome, right? And you know what? Some of you bought a bike and you paid some amount of money for the bike, but you tried, I know certain situations at home may dictate that you have to get rid of an older bike first before you buy a brand new bike. So we have decided to come up with a trade-in program in Singapore. We're the first to do so, and we're going to offer you up to $2,000 for your old bike. Your old bike being whatever bike that you have, as long as it's in good condition, it's rideable. Okay, we can bring it up to riding condition. Submit to us details of yourself. Submit to us the details of your bike, and more importantly, which Birdy bike you are looking at. We're going to take the bike, take a look at the bike, and then we're going to give you a good price for the bike, more than fair value. And we do have, those of you who are on a certain platform right now, we do have a video here, which we're going to show to you, okay, of this is Dennis's bike, right? Okay, so let's play that particular video, okay?
It's a 13-year-old bike already, man.
So what happens
be very
is that
hard to sell
we have
things
people
on Carousel,
who have
whatever,
13-year-old bikes trying to sell bikes on Carousel,
$50,
right?
$60,
right?
So
Yeah.
I don't want that hassle.
And so put it here, and then you won't get a good value out of it. But what we can offer you is that if you're getting certain high-end bikes,
Hello,
here
Mighty
with us,
Velo.
up to $2,000.
My name is Dennis. I've
Any
just
questions on
traded
TikTok?
in
Anyone?
my
No?
old folding bike for a brand new Mighty Velo. I was in the market for a folding bike actually to replace this one. So, like most people,
Octopus
you
is
do
in,
research on YouTube.
Hello,
right?
Octopus.
So
How are you?
the the usual suspects came up, Birdy, Dahon, Brompton. What attracted me to this was a series of videos done by Tommy, right? He introduces every single model. So I found it very informative. And secondly, because what attracted me was the roll-off hub. Because if you want ultimate in low maintenance, a roll-off hub with a belt drive, you can't beat it. Nothing to need to maintain, maybe just spray it down with water and just wipe it clean. So I have the roll-off here. It's very happy with the trade-in value. Because if you look at, it's a 13-year-old bike already, okay? But actually I have upgraded quite a bit on this bike, but it still limits because there's no suspension. So it's still a bit rough. So that's why I was thinking one of the next upgrades I may do, I will change it to a thicker tire. It's going to be very hard to sell things on Carousel, whatever, so people will give you $50, $60. So I don't want the hassle. So one of the things that I think you guys do very well is you accept trade-ins and you give fair values for the trade-ins. So you have a fair value, you encourage people. So that way I get rid of this, I got a new bike to replace. I would recommend definitely because the service I get is fantastic. Okay.
All right, welcome back everyone. Okay, so that was a small snippet. Now, if you want to submit your bike for a trade-in, of course you can select from all the Birdy models as well as the Reach GT. And for those of you who have never seen a Birdy bike before, so all these on the ground here, these are our fleet of Birdy bikes. And a Birdy bike is a unique folding bike. So a little quick introduction about the bike. Bike was designed and envisioned in the late 90s by two German engineering students. They are avid cyclists, and as such, they wanted to create a bike that could fold. Many bikes can fold, but they wanted to create a bike, not only can it fold, but it has to ride like a normal bike, as well as have front and rear suspension. So these were design constraints and design requirements that they put themselves in, because they wanted really to have a dream bike, so they decided to create their own. And what you have here is how the bike looks like in the early 90s, early to the mid 90s. But this particular shape was how the bike used to look like. And right now, in 2025, you can see that the bike, all right, is in this particular shape. That this is the model that they paid homage to the model in 1995. This is called the Birdy New Classic. The Birdy New Classic features all the functions of a Birdy bike that is right now the G3 model, but you also get a monocoque frame, full suspension, standard drivetrains, no dive suspension, V brakes. Now this particular bike here, 8 colors are available, right? And the Birdy New Classic, we have in Singapore right now, we can proudly say, the biggest Birdy New Classic community in the world, because we know each and every Birdy owner that has bought one. So this particular bike, 1,890. So if you get a bike from us at our store and you opt for credit card payments, and if you paying by OCBC, UOB, DBS or Postbank card, what you can do is to split up whatever bike amount purchase that you buy into 12 equal payments at interest free 0%. That means that this is a good way for you to buy a bike. You don't have to outlay so much cash out, and you will be able to get your Birdy bike and pay off in 12 equal installment plans, and that's it. Okay, so the Birdy New Classic right now, $1,890. If you come to the store and get it right now, and if we do happen to have one that is in cash and carry, you are literally able to ride home with this particular bike at about $160 per month. Okay, so the Birdy New Classic, 8 different colors. One of them is Interpon, which is plus $100. Really nice, cool looking bike. 10.8 kilos, also very, very light. Tech Roll V brakes, Shimano 8-speed Acera transmission. Now, we were looking at the Birdy bike, and we have always claimed, and it's definitely factual, that the Birdy bikes themselves can fit standard transmission. So if you are a fan of Shimano, SRAM, Campagnolo, Microshift, Box, or even the newer models that have newer companies that come up with bicycle components right now, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 speed components do fit the Birdy bike, and it's usually a straight plug and play. The Birdy bikes themselves, the Birdy New Classic comes with Shimano 8-speed transmission. The range of bikes that we have are 8, 9, 10 or 11 speeds. Okay, so the parts are interchangeable. It means that if you go cycling in overseas countries where there might not be too many high-end bike shops, you'll be able to get your bike's replacement parts. So if you worn out a chain or your chain breaks, or you need a new chain ring, you need a new derailleur, you will be very easily be able to obtain all these parts from bicycle shops, and you just fix them on the bike. So it does work like a standard bike. Components are standard. What are standard components? The brake levers, shifters, right? The brakes themselves, the chain ring, bottom bracket, pedals, chain, cassette, rear derailleur, rear hub. All these are standard bike components that you can use. Most available components around the world you'll be able to use on your Birdy bike. So this is the Birdy New Classic. Okay. Of course, folding the bike is easy as well. You don't have to split the main frame into two like conventional folding bikes. And you can push the bike like that into the MRT station or shopping malls. Okay. Yes, question. Okay, if you have even Brompton bikes, we do have people trading in their Bromptons as well. Shrek, is it? On which platform? TikTok, okay. Okay, Shrek, you trading in your Brompton, not the donkey, right? Okay. Okay, am I in the right one? Right frame? Okay, Shrek, screenshot this. Screenshot this, okay. Submit pictures of your bike. Okay, submit pictures of your bike, and then let us know your bike and yourself. Okay, and then all you have to do is wait for us to quote you. That's it. Okay. We have people who have traded in basically all sorts of bikes. So we even have Bromptons. We got mountain bikes, road bikes, full bikes as well. Conventional bifold folding bikes also have been traded in before. Okay. So Shrek, may I know which bike are you looking at so that I can show you also? You want to trade in? Okay, if you're trading in a Brompton, just go for the best. Go for the bike. Go for the roll-off. Okay. Now, what I have here is the Birdy City, one of the 6 models available at our store with the G3 frame. Okay. So this looks like any other Birdy bike that you see. The frames of the Birdy bikes are all pretty much the same. Okay, all the same. And what I mentioned earlier on about the Birdy New Classic applies to the Birdy G3 frames as well. So it's a sleeker, all right? Okay, so it's a sleeker version of the frames. These frames come with disc brake mounts. So you'll be able to mount post mount brakes, okay? Post mount brakes here. And the Birdy City is the base level of the G3 frames. It is a favorite among 2 different groups of people. Number 1, leisure riders who want a high performance folding bike. And number 2, another distinct group of people who customize and modify their bikes, which is also where I belong to, because the Birdy City, this particular version of the Birdy City comes with very base and usable, very practical parts here. Shimano 9-speed transmission. It comes with Sora brake levers with Avid BB5 mechanical brakes, Shimano 9-speed components, a square tapered BB, a Birdy crankset, and a 9-speed cassette as well. So these are all functionally good components for you to use. They last a long time, but when you do wear out the components and it's time for a replacement, of course you are able to go and zheng and modify your bike to your heart's content. So if you want to put the latest electronic shifting, wireless shifting, a good lightweight mechanical, the derailleur set, you can. Because again, the Birdy bikes themselves And the Birdy bikes themselves are able to accommodate and fit standard parts. We have people who have fitted wireless stuff like even the EDS, the DI2s, the SRAM kind of stuff. Yes, we have people who have done that. So this goes to show the versatility is definitely there. And if you look at the Birdy bike itself, there is no brake on the main frame, which makes the ride really, really nice. The pivot of the bike actually acts as the folding pivot as well. So the Birdy bikes themselves are a very high performance functioning folding bike. It doesn't break the frame into two. Now if you note something, I don't know if you've noted this before. Have you walked around in MRT stations and you realize that, or you go downstairs on your HDB flat, you realize that people who buy a lot of folding bikes, especially those that fold halfway, they don't fold their bikes, they lock it there like that. Why? Because those bikes, when you're folded, right, it's very big. But when it's unfolded, right, it doesn't ride very well like a full-size bike. That's one thing. So when I first researched into the Birdy bike in about 2008 was when I bought my first bike. I wanted to have a bike that I could cycle to work because I do drive, but there's no point in driving for certain occasions. For example, if I go through 3 ERPs, I got to pay parking and all that. So I decided to actually cycle. And as a mountain biker, I searched the keywords. Is there a folding bike that has full suspension? And the most practical design and the most high performance design I could come up with, I saw the Birdy bike. I went for a test ride and I got it, and that's it. So the Birdy bikes evolved through time. Components got better, color choices got nicer, the bikes were made nicer as well. More color choices, like I said, more color choices and more componentry choices. As we go up the rungs of the Birdy bike versions and the model, you will see that the components do get better and better and better. Okay, so the Birdy City here, 2,430. Okay, and of course, you also are able to go for installment plans on any of the bikes that are purchased at our store. Okay, so if you want to trade in for any of the Birdy bikes, please tell us which Birdy bike you want. Those of you who are trading in, specifically those of you who are thinking about trading in your bike right now, small hint, okay? We pay more than a fair value compared to portals like, I mean, you know where I'm talking about, right? Portals like the Carrot Hell, the Facebook Marketplace. You see, when we buy and sell things on these online portals, everybody's perception of value is definitely different. The sellers want to sell high, buyers want to buy low, and we create this atmosphere of when you want to try and sell in these places, the Chinese call pek chek, xie xian wan, okay? Because you know why? We know some of you bought the bike during COVID at a very, very high price. You want to try and get the high value out of the price again, out of the bike again. But the people who want to buy stuff online are the lowest of the low ballers. Put something for sale at $1,000. Somebody's going to tell you, I'm a poor student, I want to buy cheaper, can or not? Put something for sale at 100, they tell you 300. So you get a lot of all these back and forth kind of things that happen. We do not want you to experience that. So when you submit your bike for us, we will quote you a more than fair value. You can see the value that we quote you versus what people sell online, and you will be able to see that, yep, we do want you to have a Birdy bike. We know that you have a constraint of space. We know that you have a constraint of, your wife tell you you must get rid of one bike to buy another bike, also can. Okay, so that's what we are trying to help you. Okay, so it's called a win-win-win situation. We get to sell one bike to you, you get to ride a new bike, and you also get to so-called dispose of the bike in a proper manner with good value. Okay, and of course, our traded bikes, we do put a good use to it. Okay, in time to come, we will share with you a little bit more. Okay, so this bike, Birdy GT. So this is another folding bike that is really, really unique in the world of folding bikes. This bike already comes ready as a gravel machine. Gravel is the buzzword for the last few years. A lot of roadies want to try a little bit of off-road mountain biking, and the companies have decided that they're going to make a category of bike called gravel bike. The Birdy already has that. It's also full suspension. Okay, single ring up front, SRAM 10-speed transmission behind, X5, 10 speeds, very snappy shifting. Best of all, it already comes with a 2-inch blackjack tire, already a good wide tire for you to ride, not only just on the roads, the PCNs, the pavement. And if you venture into the kampong roads in Malaysia, the KTM railway track, Green Corridor, Coney Island, or even explore Ubin. Now, I do not suggest bringing this into the mountain bike trail. It's not meant for that. It's meant for light off-road riding. But you are able to explore more. If you ride into Malaysia often, you can ride this bike definitely. Okay, now, does this bike go as quickly as the other Birdy bikes? I can tell you no, because of the wheels. The wheels are full knobby tires. They allow you to ride in more different places, but not as quickly. Birdy GT, one of our best-selling models, because it is the only full suspension folding bike that is under 12 kilos. It's lighter than other comparing models, and also running with Juntech hydraulic disc brakes, which are actuated by cables. So Tecro provides the levers, Juntech provides the calipers, SRAM provides the group set transmission. It also comes with a driveline, Holotech bottom bracket. So this bike has already been pre-chunked to a very, very high level. If you want to swap it out to a slick tires, you can actually change the characteristics of this bike very, very easily. So the Birdy GT, one of our most popular models now, at $2,790. Of course, you can also use 12 months installment payments on this bike if you have a local credit card from OCBC, DBS, and UOB. Okay, so $233 per month just to get this bike off. So it's not, you don't have to come up with the full sum, use any of the credit cards, get your bike, get your dream bike with us. Okay, so be it if you are buying a brand new bike from us, or if you trade in, and you can still apply the 12 months installment plans on the trade-in bikes as well. Okay, remember that. Okay, so those of you who are online right now, welcome to our Mighty Velo live show. Our trade-in program is on. It is going on right now. So please submit your bikes to us. Submit pictures of your bikes to us. Okay, to get a dream Birdy bike or a Reach GT. Okay. Okay. The next Birdy bike that we'll talk about is, of course, the Birdy R20. Okay, as the name suggests, R20. This is the bike that has a 20-inch wheel set. So on camera, you probably will not be able to tell the difference between all the different bikes, but this is the R20, the road-going version of the Birdy bike, with an even higher level of componentry, namely a 20-inch Hub-Smith wheel set, okay, and a Shimano 105 rear derailleur on an 11-speed transmission. So there you go, sleek looking, all right, a 20-inch wheel set 406. Now this particular wheel set is the Hub-Smith, this is the Hub-Smith 20-inch wheel set with, let me get my numbers, 3 poles, 9-degree engagement. So TRP does the mechanical brakes for this, and they are really, really good brakes. The unique thing about this particular mechanical brakes is that both the brake pads move in and out at the same time. So this means that it ensures even brake wear. You get to adjust this bike really, really properly well. And this is the road going version, the cassette going from 11 to 28 speeds, 11 speeds that are behind. Okay. So if you want to go for road rides with your friends and ride to work later on the same bike, well, the R20 is definitely for you. You can ride very, very long distances with it. The gear ratios are typically longer. So this bike here, original price at $3,999, right now is at $3,600. Okay, so it's flat, right? $3,600, about $300 per month if you go for interest-free installment plans. Okay, so the colors of this particular color, the red and the silver front and rear, is also running very, very low right now already. Okay, so come and test ride these bikes. Okay, come and test ride these bikes that we have. R20 is here, right? Right. So if you're looking at trading in, of course, if you're trading for the R20 or the roll-off, definitely let us know as well. We are able to give you a quote, and of course, a more than fair value for your bikes. Okay. course, the last in our range of the standard Birdy bikes that we have is the Birdy Roll-Off. Roll-Off is a legendary hub company, and that hub has 14 gears inside. So basically, it is a rear hub with 14 gearbox inside the rear hub with 526% gear ratio. Hub itself is worth close to $3,000, and it is known as the king of Birdy because this is the only folding bike in existence designed in Germany. It uses the roll-off hub from Germany as the original equipment. There are many people who have tried to fit roll-off hubs into their bikes with varying degrees of successes, and of course you need quite a lot of money to actually get the bike. Bike's usual price is $6,099, and now it's $5,490. The hub itself is close to $3,000 already. So come and test the bike. The roll-off hub has evenly spaced 14 gears that you can shift while you're riding or when you're stationary. Okay, we got another question. Okay, question. On the standard Birdy bikes, you can swap the wheels 18 to 20 inches if you have an extra wheel set. Unless you're running the Touring Plus or the Birdy Roll-Off, then you will have to source for another set of 20-inch wheels. But the quick answer is yes, if you have a standard derailleur bike, you can change the wheel sizes. We've got customers who have 18-inch bikes, put on a set of 20-inch wheels. You can ride them. However, do know that if you put 20-inch wheels on the bike, you are limited to 1.25 tire width. That's all, okay? But if you ride a Birdy Roll-Off or a Birdy Touring Plus, there's no real need to put 20 inches because the gear ratios already make it much longer than what you have on the 20-inch wheels. That's basically it. The other good thing about putting 18-inch wheels is that you will be able to put up to tire sizes of 2-inch wide. So that's one of the key benefits of running an 18-inch wheel set. Okay, 18-inch wheel set. Hope it answers your question. Okay, very good. Any other question here? No? No, okay. So besides Birdies, of course, we do have our other bikes that are also available. Okay, namely, if you look at this here, Carry Me. Okay, Carry Me. This is another of Pacific Cycle's very unique offering. So it's a really small bike. It's designed to be a last mile commute folding bike. We've got people riding it everywhere as well. Okay, so Carry Me is at $900. Okay, a really, really cool looking bike, right? It's so cute. So envisioned to be the last mile bike, it folds up into a very, very small package. Your favorite bike? Octopus, Octopus. What do you eat today, Octopus? I always ask Octopus what he's eating for lunch. Okay. Squid, Okay. So this is how big a Carry Me actually is. Very, very nice looking, cool bike that we have. Okay. So Carry Me stands by itself, and if you look at this, if you stand in the train next to a bike that is like that, it's literally smaller than a baby pram and a baby stroller. And this bike is there with different colors, and of course you can test ride the bike as well. Move around, you don't have to carry it. You can push and pull it around. Of course, at 8.4 kilos, really, you can literally lift the bike with one hand nicely. Okay, and the footprint here, the footprint of the bike, is smaller than an A4 size paper. I've got one interesting story where one of our customers took a measuring tape to us to specifically measure the Carry Me bike in its folded state. Why? He intends to ride it to work from the last train station that he gets into his workplace, and he wants to bypass the shuttle service. You know, if you live in a place where you need to take a feeder bus, or you work in a place where there's a shuttle service, having one of this saves you a lot of time. Imagine if you save an hour per day, and over a month, you save 1 day. Wow, my math not bad, correct, 24 hours, you save 1 day. Yeah, so Carry Me helps that. And of course, small bikes, while it's meant to be a last mile commuter, We do know of one person that finished the NTU bike ready on this. Just because you can, then go for it. Alright, so I won't, because I have a proper Birdy bike to ride in it, but of course, you definitely are able to take your bikes and do whatever you want that makes you happy on your bike. So, if you want to test ride the Carry Me, you want to test ride the Birdy, you want to test ride the Reach GT, come to our store, because you are able to test ride the bikes, okay? So not only do we sell bicycles, our store also stocks a wide range of saddles, helmets, fitlock accessories, lights, attachments, outlet pannier bags as well, and of course bike care stuff from Finish Line, different tire choices. For example, the 18-inch Birdies, we have at least 6 different options of tires for you to look around and see what kind of changes you want to have on your bike. Change the tire, change the riding characteristics of the bike as well. Okay, now I'm going to introduce another bike as well, which is uniquely available to us, which is the Reach GT. Okay, which is the Reach GT. Now the Reach GT is a packable. You notice I said the word packable. Packable means that while it folds, it doesn't fold into a convenient size. It makes it a little bit smaller. Okay? Now this particular bike rides and performs like a full-sized road bike, even though it has 20-inch 451 wheels. It also has front and rear suspension, as small as that you are not able to see it, but we welcome you and we strongly encourage you to come down for a test ride. Available in 5 different colors. This is the orange color, 11-speed SRAM Apex transmission, 10 to I think 40 something, 41 tooth cassette behind. So this has a very, very wide gear range. Designed and catered for fairly seasoned riders who ride very, very long distances. And if you want to ride fast like a road bike and yet want to travel with the bike, so this particular full packable bike would be your ideal choice. 5 different colors right now is at $2,835. So the Reach GT, really, really nice bike. Come and test ride the bike, okay? And of course, if you do want to trade in your old bike and for one of the Reach GTs or the Birdy, please do, of course, submit your bikes. I have a short video of myself talking about the trade-in. Is that correct? Okay, so here we go. Okay. So, got an old bike laying around your house? Like these people, they have traded in their bikes with us. Or do you have an intention to buy a brand new Birdy bike? But what's stopping you? Maybe because your wife told you, you need to make some space in the home. You have to sell your old bike before you get a brand new one. We've got a great deal for you, because at Mighty Velo, we know that there are many of you who want to get a brand new Birdy bicycle. However, you have this existing bike at home that you can't get a good trade-in value online for. So, what can you do? So we've thought of the best solution for you. We will take in your old bike up to a maximum of $2,000 in trade-in value. It doesn't matter if you are trading in a folding small bike like this one here, or a road bike, full-size road bike over here. We have expanded our trade-in to try and fit everybody's needs. Someone even traded in a frame as well, and we took it in. Okay? So here's what you need to do. Go to our trade-in website at mightyvelo.com/trade-in. All you need to do is to take pictures of your bike. Now, if you have a folding bike, take a picture of the left and the right side of the bike unfolded, and then fold it up and take a picture of the left and the right side of it folding up. Now, of course, if you have a full bike, all we need is just pictures of the left and the right side of the bike. Just make it clear so that we can see the condition of the bike. And trust me, we will give you an awesome value of up to $2,000 that you can buy your next brand new Birdy or Reach GT bike. So be smart like these people who are enjoying their brand new Birdies right now. Now, some of these bikes, for example, this one was bought at $774. We gave a trade-in value of $700 for it. This bike over here was bought during the pandemic at close to $2,000, and this person traded up to a Birdy. We gave him $1,200 for it. It is much higher than what you would be able to sell your bikes on websites like Carousel. This road bike over here was bought in excess of about $2,000. He traded in, our customer traded this in for $1,800 for a Birdy R20. So be smart like these people. You know why? Because not only do they save money, they get a good value out of the trade-in, and they get a brand new Birdy bike at a very, very good price. So go for it right now. Alright, we're pretty much done for today's live session. So remember, come for your test rides, submit your bike trading quote. It will quote you a more than fair price. Thank you all for being online with me. I will see you again in our next live session, and we might have something that is a bit more surprising. So follow us on all our social media, our Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Telegram. And I will see you in our next live session then. Goodbye.